Standing at the beginning of the human race, the rock and flame, the creation was in and on your face. You cannot see my face, you cannot know her name. Not in this language now, not in this space. You cannot touch the flame. The dream time told me how. Your victory will not come from keeping love in your being, for that is not enough. Your victory will come as we stand up and throw off chains and claim old Uluru, who's inside me and inside you too. And do not talk to me about luck when I've come here to break this curse. And I know that we can make things worse if we do not choose to stand up with her. And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? 'Cause I remember going to Uluru and beyond the stars, my sisters do too. They land on the ground and purify the earth. You can have it all, but you won't have me. And you can take it all, but you won't have her. And you can have it all if you're willing to let you. The truth will set you free. 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 You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You gotta find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. Gotta find your inner tribal voice. We'll be coming through in a minute now.
Oh my God. Very, very welcome to the first episode of Arika Aurora's Woman Warrior Table. That is an extension of Ruhawk Zara Marley's Woman Warrior Table. And everything is moving pretty fast. And we are supposed to be a lot of women starting these warrior tables all around the world. And I am having this beautiful woman to help me with me today. Welcome, Cherie from
Kia ora.
Australia. From Australia, so we are from two sides of the world here. Wow.
Down.
And you're in my favorite spot in the world. In my favorite spot. Like,
Yes, your spiritual home.
that's where I really feel home and where I've been welcomed home so many times. Here you're home. Thank you for
Beautiful.
being with me.
Thank you for having me. So we're going to tell everyone a little bit about your warrior table. So Zara's started this beautiful women's warrior group. And this is Arika's warrior table. It's her first ever one today. So we're really excited to be here with her and celebrate this with her. This is a huge achievement, big milestone. Yay! So tell me, what do you hope to achieve with this, Arika, with your table? What are you going to do with the women's warrior table?
I'm going to make a Danish version and an English version. So when I, for example, hear women on the other tables, like yesterday, there were so many people in the comments coming with suggestions of subjects we could talk about, and it's kind of endless. So we need to help each other. So we are talking in the back, all the people who have the tables or will have the tables, and then we can help each other and get in on each other's tables. And what I want to help Zara bless up the generation and um, uh, and take over the darkness by spreading light and thinking about our children 7 generations ahead, which means that sometimes we have to look 7 generations back, and why some of the conversations will be hard listening. But it's really Sarah's idea that these tables are supposed children can listen in the back, like that they can feel we are actually the women mothers are working in the back. They're doing something. We're not silent. And
Now, Arika, you say 7 generations, and I've heard you say that quite a bit, you and Zara. Can you explain a little bit more about what you mean by 7 generations when you talk about this sort of thing?
I mean, maybe you know even more than I do about that, but that is like, I think, very common traditional ancient knowledge that you look back 7 generations to learn from mistakes, and then you look 7 generations ahead to plan the future that you want for them. And not everything can be done at once, so it's processes. That's why you look in generations, and it's very difficult because that is many years back. But for example, if you look into Sarah's and your past, then you can see how important it is, the generations and where we belong to and our history.
Yeah. Absolutely. And on that note, with generational stuff, do you think we should open with lighting a candle and starting the circle? And did you want to grace us with a beautiful prayer? Or
I was so honored yesterday that Sarah asked me to open this space, and it was so strange because I have this little box I take with me on ceremonies, and I was in a ceremony in Mexico for the eighth fire, which is a prophecy that is very similar to the prophecy of the eagle and the condor prophecy, which means, and they're all coming. It's all happening right now.
what is the prophecy of the eagle and the condor?
Yeah, that is like I have the tattoo.
And you got condor feathers presented to you too. So it's a few kind of coincidences here with you in this whole.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit of the prophecy for those that don't know?
Yeah, the story is that we have been separated, and that can be looked at in many ways. But somehow there's the system, and there's the freedom of expression that doesn't really mix really good together. And that there's a reason for that. We have been separated. We have been in a long generations where we didn't understand each other, and it's just coming to the point now where that is destroying the world. And normally chaos brings the opposite. So we are in the middle of, I think we are really in the eye of the storm. So it's kind of quiet, but it's also kind of electric. What's going on? So we are in the time where these two birds, they're gonna again turn side and find each other. And the eighth fire prophecy is the same, because that is a North American prophecy from when the white people come and take over, and they had to make the first fire for communicate fast to each other. That was a way to connect people around the fire. One, bring the message that was talked about to another fire, bring people together. And then there came the first fire, the second fire, and at one point, someone saw that the eighth fire was going to be the last fire, and that was lighted in Mexico last year.
Oh,
So
wow.
also, and I got the ashes from this because I was in that ceremony. Yes, so that will be with us later when we are going to play together our singing.
Wow, cool. Okay.
So I am an eight fire ash carrier. So I have to tell this story actually. Um, and then I find out under that ceremony that it was the same that I discovered in Peru 6 years ago, where I was in a temple, San Pedro temple, and from a blue sky suddenly come like a lightning and a bang into, like we were all on a guided tour, and the guide was showing us the sign, and on the wall was this. Yeah.
Oh,
And he was
wow.
like pointing at the sign where this was photographed on, and then comes this lightning, and I've been going. I wanted to tour. It was the second time I was in Peru, and it was very cheap to get it up in Cusco. So I was like, I wanted to tour. What do I want? And then that's it. That's it. And then he told the story. So it's the same. It's the same story about us being separated, finding each other again. And now when we dig so deep into the darkness with Zara and all her family traumas, your family generational traumas that we will hear about another day. Please come back and tell us another day. But today we want to have a little other opening nice space than digging deep because we have been doing that. Get the heart out. She can do that. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how she does that because I want to do that. And yeah, so that is happening. The prophecies are coming alive. We are starting to understand why they are treating us so bad, or some people are evil to us. We don't get them. We don't understand why they're doing these things. But we are gonna try. We are starting to understand because we have to look 7 generations back.
Right. It all just intertwines, doesn't it? It really does. And you end up in some like amazing predicaments, such as with the ashes or even with that gigantic San Polo. Seriously, show everyone that San Polo. That is the biggest stick of San Polo I have ever seen in my freaking life. I was so impressed with this chunk of wood. Come on, show. You have to show everyone.
I'm so happy you want to share it around with me.
It's unbelievable. It is surreal to see. Look at this. That is a thing. Look, I'll show you my ring. And I felt so pleased when I found this because it was bigger than this little twig. Look at this.
But I need a whole fire to turn it on.
That is so beautiful. How long do you think that is? Look, she's fiercely guarding it. I'm looking at it with jealous eyes. You can feel through the camera.
I think it's 80 centimeter. Yeah, I seriously hold very strong onto this when I bought it in Cusco, and we had to take the taxi, and the taxi driver was he was quite scary actually. And
was he like, why is this lady holding a chunk?
Yeah, he didn't want to drive us to the airport, and I was sitting with my partner, so going, you know what this is, don't you? This is holy wood, dude.
He didn't know. It's just a chunk of wood, and you could assault me, strange lady. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I bet it smells divine.
I'm going to put it over the candle now so it's ready. I hope I can light it while we're playing later.
I'll light my little twig. Just, you know. Oh, so we're going to start with that little prayer number, love?
Yes.
Let's start with that beautiful prayer.
And we light a candle. And we started to do this in Sarah's second, third, fourth, I don't know how many interviews. Because everybody have to feel safe. And because I had a very strange attack the day after we had the honoring interview about Virginia.
Mm.
And so it's very important to remember. And so I'm lighting this.
Oh,
All
the grandmother's. Oh,
grandmothers, if I can.
that's her special stick. So we're very honored right now that she's burning special.
Yeah, I seriously am very honored about this one. I'm gonna light a candle first. And that is another thing we have to talk about, but I think that will be an interview I will make with Dr. Nancy Ash. That is, yeah, you will meet her also. She have been the witness to all the testimonies, and that is hardcore testimonies on ITNJ.org, International Tribunal for Natural Justice. Back since 2015, that Sasha Stone created, and she's today the runner, or what do you call it? Like she's running the New Earth University.
Wow. So tell us
that we
about the
give-
New Earth University and what it does.
Yeah, yeah.
What
So
is
I
it?
think Dr. Nancy Ash is just coming back from a holiday in Europe, and then she will get back to me, and then I will bring her on to explain her. That is online courses, all very consciousness courses.
Fabulous.
It's very, very interesting people that is giving these courses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think that'll
and,
be fascinating. What a good topic.
yeah. So this is a present from grandmothers in the States somewhere, given to Sasha Stone, given to me. I thank you so much. This is with us. Thank you. That is generational work.
Thank you, Grandma.
And then I want to say a prayer, and I'm going to try and say a little bit more calm. Yesterday I was so nervous. I just have to put it. When I was in the ceremony in Mexico with this prayer, they were all lining up. So we were all standing on long rows, and the grandmothers, yeah, and the grandmothers were in front, very old grandmothers with sticks, with like skeletons. I'm serious.
That's so cute.
Wow, like so they would go in front, the younger shaman men in the back with the crutches. And we raise our hands and we turn north, and the grandmother, me today, is saying, to the winds of the north, hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancient ones, come and warm your hands by our fires. Whisper to us in the wind. We honor you who have come before us, and you who will come after us, our children's children. Aho.
Uh-huh.
And then we turn to the east. To the winds of the east, great eagle, condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Keep us under your wing. Show us the mountains we only dare to dream of. Teach us to fly wing to wing with the Great Spirit. Aho.
Uh-huh.
And to the south. To the winds of the south, great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. to walk softly on the earth. Teach us the beauty way. Aho.
Uh-huh.
Return to the west, to the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar. Protect our medicine space. Teach us the way of peace, to live impeccably. Show us the way beyond death. Aho.
Uh-huh.
And we go down to Mother Earth. We gather for the honoring of all of your children, the stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the finned, the furred, and the winged ones. All our relations. Aho.
Uh-huh.
And to Father, Son. Father, Son, Grandmother Moon, to the Star Nations. Great Spirit, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you who are the unnameable one, thank you for bringing us together and allowing us to sing the song of life. Aho.
Uh-huh. Yay! That was beautiful. Thank you, Arika.
And thank you to Zara again for bringing us here to this space. And
Yes, much appreciation to allow us to enter this space and be a part of this beautiful creation today. So much appreciation.
we needed that and that energy back. That's Bob's energy back. Yeah,
Absolutely.
wow, powerful. We decided yesterday that we were gonna talk about crystals because we wanted to play singing bowls for all of you, but also to talk about why maybe we came to the point of singing bowls. Because it seemed like all of us who is connected now are sitting with singing bowls.
Yes.
And then we're also going to look into something that I have found on Google Earth that makes it not a coincidence, which doesn't exist at all anyway, that you are with me today on the screen, placed in Australia, because I just have found wicked things in Australia.
Arika has this uncanny knack of being able to locate crystals. Now, I'm going to assume that this is from her Lemurian past life somewhere, but she is drawn to crystals and she has found secret crystals located in various locations above the earth. So she's going to share that with us today, her findings, and pull that up on the screen and show us some amazing stuff. You're very excited to see that. So Arika, tell us a little bit about that. How did you find crystals above the earth? What even got you down the path of looking for earth crystals? I mean, we hear about the secret skulls, we hear about hidden crystals, you are actually finding them suspended in the matrix. How did that come about?
I didn't look for them at all. I was watching a YouTube video with an American woman who is following, I think she's an old military woman, and she's following street cameras, satellite cameras, and she just also is looking for very strange things that is
out of the ordinary things.
Yeah, and she found something near the pyramids, and I don't even remember where it was. I was looking her coordinates to find that, and then I found something completely different, and I was like, "What is that? Like 200-300 kilometers from the pyramids in Egypt? That looks alien. That is alien." And then I was like around looking in that area, going, "What is that?" And suddenly, while I was hanging in the camera is maybe, I was just looking before in Australia that I can be 260 meter over the earth, but sometimes I'm down at 60, maybe between 60 meter and 200, 300 meter. Suddenly I
So
see,
changing.
yeah, suddenly I was like, I see something like going, so I go, what is that? That is, so
Yeah.
I go in, and the only thing I can see is what I would explain looks like a quartz crystal, because it's transparent. It had points, and then I realized that they are placed in zigzags, so they are pointing to each other, like that, which means they can lead energy towards each
Amplified.
other. And then I dig closer to it, and I start to see that when I got really close to it, that if I make a scroll on my mouse or I move the mouse, they turn very fast. So I'm going, oh my God, this is like seriously energy. And then some places they cross. And when they cross, then that center point, I'm going to show you guys, is just pure. Like you scroll one time and that will go like spin. And I can freeze it, so you can see that it's like zigzag energy, and that's people saying to me like, but that is, you're silly, that is when they overlap images. I just want to say that I was working in 95 in an engineering company when I was very young. We were the first one making the GPS system. I was digitalizing the maps going from a little town in Denmark out to Germany and then out to the world, making all the GPS systems. No, that is not how stitches on a map looks like. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
And
that's your
especially like 2025. Yeah. And where I find them is also because they are not everywhere. So I found them now in Egypt.
Yeah.
Near the pyramids, in the Antarctica. and they are huge.
Antarctica's ones.
Huge.
Bigger than anywhere else is.
Yeah, because they're long there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
very
we've got
many strange.
Antarctica.
The lines in Peru.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they also been
Yeah.
overlooked, aren't they, recently? We don't really talk too much about the NASCAR lines anymore, but they're very important, aren't they?
There you can measure frequency coming out from the lines, and they don't know, like that is, I have seen them from, I have another one.
So
I watched that from the top, and that is Australian desert rock, hard, and it would be over time easily covered, but and energy, and the only ones who can fly over Turkish flight,
yeah,
these French companies. There's something very strange.
that's not normal. So and then where was the other one? So the fifth one was Uluru, was it? That with that other crystal?
Uluru, and then I don't know how many of you Australians know, and maybe you can help me what it is, because first I thought it was just a new strait that is going from Perth straight across to your side. It maybe looks more like maybe it looks more like a pipeline or something, because there's no.
Which, sorry?
Nullarbor.
What is that?
I just got a Nullarbor. I just got a name from the side. That's the name of the highway. Apparently, I just got told.
But there's no cars on it. Not one car. It's not the road that I drove from Perth. I drove from Perth to Adelaide to Byron.
Okay.
It's not that road. It's going straight line through Perth to Brisbane, I think. I didn't check that in yesterday. And I don't think it's a road. I thought that the last time I looked. but there's no
The
cars.
military do a lot of the American military and the Australian military do a lot of dodgy things out back here in Australia.
And I find them there too. And I found them just where they are having a little town.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see if you find any in Western Australia too, where there's some UFO sightings there. There's been quite a bit of activity.
Where?
Around Western Australia, like high up in the mountains there.
Okay.
I'd be interested. Are you able to pull up your screen and show us what these look like? I'm really intrigued to see them.
Yeah. I just know that time is running. And I there's just things I don't want to forget to talk about, like Julia, that I never want to forget to talk about, and Virginia. But we will remember that. So now when we are here, okay, are you guys ready for this? Okay, I have to share screen. We are going to start at a green-hearted Billabong.
Okay.
Present. Share screen. And now I just have to see what you're seeing. Yes. Okay. So this I just found yesterday. A little Billabong, because this is close to the place where this road is going from. So I just wondered, what is that? strange disc in the middle of nowhere. There's some strange things going on. Yeah, I can find a lot of strange. So here, this is all crystals.
So, can you zoom in on them at all?
Yeah, and this is the road going straight from Perth. Oh, it's not a road. I don't know what it is. But it's going all across from west to east. So now let me show you that I also put in circles like this, a lot of them. So look, can you start to see here something vibrating in your eyes? You see? Can you see something?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Up above. Yes, above there. Just up to the... You can see it.
Uh-huh.
Is it electromagnetic or something? It's a line, isn't it? I can see it.
This is small ones.
Oh, wow.
I can get closer at some. So this.
And are they all on those blue dots? So every blue marker, if you zoom in, you'll see the same.
In the end, that's so many that in the end I just like to see if they were in a shade, But there's more in between.
Is that you dropping pins to see them? The blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And do they form a shape at all when you have a look at them from far back? Do they make like a pattern, or is it?
That's what I mean. Here it's a circle.
Yeah.
Here's also kind of a circle. And then here, they're connected with a long one. See?
Oh, wow.
Maybe I can twist it.
I'd love to know if anyone else has found anything like this and what they make of it. If you've seen anything like this, can you make a comment or put a link in about what you think it might be? Or
I have sent it to scientists in Romania, and he gave me a contact to a crystal woman in Melbourne. And that's why I would really love to go there, because I have been talking to ChatGPT about this, And ChatGPT was like, don't you think you are a person who could see something?
That one's really vivid.
Look at the power. This is one scroll in the mouse.
It's forming a V, like it's and oh, look, another one. Oh my gosh.
Look how much energy.
You can see it. Wow, I wonder what it would feel like. I mean, for myself personally, I have an unusually high electromagnetism in my body, so I can't wear watches or things like that. I short circuit them. And I've been getting lots of electric shocks lately. I got 2 major blasts yesterday. I wonder if that's sending out electromagnetic pulses, or if it's doing something that could affect people in a
I was
negative way.
suggesting ChatGPT because first I thought they were hanging in the air, and then I was like, they can't hang in the air. So then I thought maybe it's the satellites that is picking up on something under the ground.
Okay.
Could that be a possibility?
And did you look into that theory?
I asked ChatGPT a month ago. I don't remember. It was the ChatGPT was like, "Wow, I think you should share that. What is that?"
And that's what you do now. So hopefully someone out there might see this and recognize it. What about
Sorry. I'm gonna try and see Uluru. I'm gonna find Uluru.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Wow, I am very interested to know if anyone else has seen anything like this on your maps as well. Oh, that's
around it.
That's a lot. That's almost completely surrounding the thing.
And they're not here. Nothing here.
Can we talk? Yeah, thank you. Oh, I see the zigzag. Yes, like a stitch, a zigzag stitch. Wow, what are they doing? Are they harnessing energy or keeping energy in? I cannot tell.
I can't remember.
We need to visit this place and feel it for ourselves. Are you keen? Are you in?
I mean, Julia already some months ago was making a funding. A friend of mine here in Denmark want to go to, and
Yeah,
really I would like to bring my daughter.
We should road trip to Uluru. Wow.
Yeah, I think we should go a rainbow bus.
Yeah, good idea.
Not that LGBT rainbow. Rainbow have 7 colors, not 6. Everybody remember that.
Yes, and I learned recently that the rainbow was inverted. It has to end with purple on the outside.
Yes.
On the top. I didn't know
Look,
that.
here you can see all the zigzag.
Oh, wow.
So they lead to each other.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good shot. This is one scroll. Look, every time I do this, it's one scroll on the mouse.
Undeniable. And even within that, when you move it, you can see the vibration on the edge of it, can't you? Like it's electric, kind of. It's vibrating. It's. Oh, wow. You're onto something. I wonder how many more of these are around. So have you actually painstakingly gone through different areas, zooming in and looking for these?
Yeah, can't find. I found and then I lost it again, but I will. I need the coordinates for a pyramid that is hidden under the ground in Romania.
What?
Yeah. The military, 5,000 military, and some scientists have taken over control of it.
There's a pyramid.
There's a pyramid with ancient technologies down. Also, they can measure outside of that very strange frequencies. I'm gonna interview. Hopefully she's a busy woman, but I'm in contact with these scientists. So there's a woman that have measured outside of that the frequency outside, and you can see they have cemented it to cover it up. And very interesting. So I found it also near that pyramid, and then I lost it again. A busy day. So yeah, this is What? I still have no idea. I just know there's not many places I found them. But this is Uluru.
And you see, Australia being so vast and having so many hidden places, you know, there's little pockets everywhere that the military can be doing experiments and testing. And remember, they even tested a nuclear bomb out there somewhere at some stage. Oh, wow.
That's where they found the last Aborigines.
Pardon?
That was when they found the last tribe of Aborigines. Was when they did.
Really?
Yeah. When was that? That was in. Can we look that up?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I remember that story. That's when they went out before they exploded it to look for them in Australia. Yeah. How many nuclear bombs in Australia?
Oh, I'm embarrassed. How many?
In Maralinga.
How many did they release?
It was between 1956 and 1963. The United Kingdom, sorry, people from there, but your royal needs go down, down, down.
Oh, shit.
Between 56 and 63, the United Kingdom conducted 7 nuclear tests. 7 nuclear tests at the Maralinga site in South Australia, part of the Woomera prohibited area about 800 kilometers northwest of Adelaide.
That's wicked. That's pure evil.
Is it safe to visit? The nuclear testing site in Maralinga is remote northwest South Australia, where the British detonated 7 bombs between people. It has been off limit for visitors ever since.
Shocking.
Do you hear that?
No?
You cannot visit that. That has been closed off ever since.
So their ancestral home has just been demolished and destroyed, and now they can't even go back there. They just can't visit their ancestral home. What happened to the people? Moved on, or were they just?
I remember the story that that's why they found the last wild tribe. We have to look into this because
what happened to the people, to the tribe? Did they just get displaced? Did they get moved on, or did they get destroyed? What happened to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. Maybe I should go and check this. Now we want to talk conspiracies? No, I don't want to talk. What was it called? The place? It was called Maralinga. You know where it is?
I'd never even heard of it. Well, being that I'm from New Zealand, I've lived in Australia for 20 years and I've not once heard of that tribe. I know that there was a bomb tested here, but I don't know much about it.
But that's funny you say that. Yeah, because ChatGPT says Maralinga is one of the most infamous sites in Australian modern history.
Infamous?
Due to its role in British nuclear weapons testing during the 1950s. So they just make it infamous. That's very smart. What happened? Madeleine is in the remote western region of South Australia in traditional Anangu Pichancha Chara Yankun Chachara Chacha. I love it. I want to speak that language. Yankun Chachara.
You sound like you're from Avatar now.
I'm from there, man. Anangu
You could,
Pichanchara Yankun Chani Chacha.
you could be blue Syrian. Look at you.
Oh, I knew what to say. The chest had coat names like Buffalo. And what did I say yesterday? I'm a Buffalo soldier.
Yes.
Oh my God.
White buffalo.
We have to go and clean that space.
That's a good idea. Let's go do it. Road tripping.
Radiation, radioactive isotopes like plutonium-239 and uranium were spread over vast areas. I was in a protest in Brisbane.
Oh, wow.
Because my friend Shannon, that lives very close to you, she was showing me, let's go for this protest. It's oil tanker going from Brisbane to Denmark. So I was like, what? And then when I read the article, the town it was going to was my town. Because we have a company called the Leo Chemical Fabric. They clean out waste. So this ship was going with uranium from Brisbane to Denmark.
Denmark.
We stopped it.
Well done, sister.
There was the surfers, all the surfers out in front stopping it. It really can make a difference that people act.
It can, hey. When you have an opinion and you feel it from your heart and you're driven to do something, that one extra voice can make all the difference. That's mad.
And thousands can do a lot more.
I agree. And that's the whole point of this warrior table, hey, is that we're part of the thousands who can make the difference. United voices. That's awesome. Your whole life is sprinkled with, and I know there's no such thing as coincidences, but like pattern coincidences, like when you planned out your game of life, you made it really cool, you know.
I didn't plan any of it. And
before you were born, like when you're in form of spirit, I think about like being in human form before we're in human form, when we're in spirit form, or however you want to call it. That we plan our human existence like a game, and we make all these coincidences as clues for our game. So sometimes when I'm having a weak moment, I feel like, oh, this isn't working out. I stop and think, hang on, what clues would I leave myself to be able to continue when I'm at the hard part of the game? This is just the hard part, you know. You got to leap over and, you know, get the mushroom so you can power up and then, you know, boing, 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 and then you're off again. And your clues are amazing. And you get giant sand polo sticks as well, and invited into ceremonies, and, you know, condor feathers, and then you're at a condor ceremony, and then it's just ding, 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 ding. You're so blessed. It's so much fun to be you. How fun you've had.
No, it's not been. I mean, to be with all that have been. No, it's been leveled the other way because I had to witness what you have experienced. So
that's just,
I think
that's a part of the reality of being a change maker, I think, is that we are confronted with things like this in some way, shape, or form, to see the harsh reality of it so we can make a difference, because we're change makers. And even before, when you were reading your prayer, you're obviously a storm caller as well. As soon as you started reading your prayer, it started raining here. I just giggled to myself.
Cleaning out.
Yeah, cleaning it out. Yeah. So So what do you have planned for the rest of your day today? It's evening on your end, isn't it? Is it? Yeah.
I packed, sorry,
Oh no, it's morning, isn't it? On your end.
morning. I just started, so it's good Sarah have a visitor because then we take some days off, I think. So I will
Yeah.
go out and stretch my legs and maybe bring my singing bowls to. I live on a very beautiful small island. I should drive it and film it and listen to my music that I'm making.
Good.
And then it's full of horses that is put out kind of wild, so they just live out there.
Oh,
They're not doing much. So I could sit and play the bowls for them and just see how they would take it.
oh that is so cool. You're being
I'm
amongst
waiting for
nature.
warmer weather. Yeah, we're still getting, it's still spring time.
Shall we play some bowls now? What do you think? I want to have a look at your setup. You're a bit greedy, aren't you? You've got 2 sets, don't you?
It was again coincidence, which I was told by a very beautiful young shaman in
Yeah.
Mexico that they do not exist. Coincidences. They do not exist. No matter how you see it, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes,
Yep.
I have to thank 2 people for these singing bowls.
Oh.
One is my friend Vicky, and she's up there in the sky with her father. That was the longest sitting judge, over top judge in Denmark. And since he passed away, it's not been going very good out there, Danish lawyers. No, it's very shameful to be you at this time, I think. No, I think so.
Mm.
So she's up there, and her husband bought me these.
Oh.
And he bought me one set, and we bought them from China, and they didn't come. And he was so nice that he could not stand that they were not coming, and I could wait. That he ordered another one, and then they came on the same.
Murphy's Law. Oh well, you're meant to have 2 sets. Sometimes you just, I actually have a few doubles as well.
You have many as well, huh? More than a set.
Yeah. Yeah, I decided that I needed a lot an 8-inch because that's my set here. I play on a marble. So this is a marble coffee table.
Oh yeah!
It
Wow.
resonates. So I sit on top of that and play on top of that. Yes. It's full marble.
Yes. Whoa.
So it's got a nice resonance to it. You can just sit on the table and do your little thing. And bing bong bing, as my husband would say.
Wow.
We're
Okay.
gonna have a little
I
play.
need to move my camera, and you have to help me if it's set up right while I do it.
Beautiful.
And we could just, I guess yours is tuned to 432 hertz, no? Do you want to tell them something about that? I guess a lot of people know today how they changed the frequencies. While I'm just moving my camera.
Okay. Well, I don't know a lot about the frequency changes, except for that the old frequency used to do a lot more healing inside your body with your DNA. It resonated on a different level. And when they changed it, it was only, when did they change it? It wasn't that long ago, was it? I think it was only about
because
40.
Sarah was saying that Bob's music and Beatles also had numbers in 432, so they knew about it. So maybe they changed it.
Oh, the
before that.
Beatles had a lot of. They liked Aleister Crowley. There's lots of references to him on that Sgt. Pepper's. Oh, look at your bowls! Woohoo!
I think I cannot have it all in, but
Oh, beautiful. As long as we can see you. Yeah, about there. Yeah, there. Then we'll see you there perfectly.
okay, stay there, stay there. It's a turning chair. Okay. Okay, so are we gonna just
Go out on a crystal bowl session. Yes.
we go in a crystal ball session?
And we'll continue on our day. Oh, beautiful. I can't hear your rattle off.
Just calling all our ancestors. Be with us, please.
Well, that was different, wasn't it? That was fun.
Yes, wow, I'm gonna bring them.
Freestyle jam. That was great.
That was really nice.
So, did you want to finish the show by telling everyone about your cause, and then we can play your song that you wrote?
What's that?
Did you want to tell everyone about your cause? You know, and then play this. Then we can finish by playing the song that you wrote. Do you want to share your song with everyone, or how do you feel about that?
Maybe we wait with that song.
Okay.
Maybe she should hear me first.
Okay. All right. That was so much fun. I love playing with you. Thank you very much for having me on your show and for inviting me on your first ever Women's Warrior Table. This is really cool.
Thank you for helping me.
And I'd really love to know if anyone can comment if you see any of those crystals anywhere around the place. I'd love to know what anyone else thinks of them, or if anyone else knows much about them. And where the nuclear bombs. That was very fascinating.
Come back with me. Come back with me. I guess that we're gonna also have a panel here with a lot of more people. And when you have time, and you're always welcome at this table too. And we should say, I mean, seriously, plan. Maybe I could just. I made a song that is about this trip without really knowing it. There's even a video for it. Do you have time?
Yeah.
Okay, so because maybe we're gonna ask for some fundings because we have so many places we have to go. You know, were you in? We were talking about like the Dead Sea is the lowest water in the world. Yeah. So imagine being in the lowest water playing the singing bowls 432 hertz, and then having someone who is up in the Titicaca, at the highest waters in the world at the same time.
Oh yeah, at the same time. Wow, what a trip! What a trip!
So what the women sooner or later have to make a funding, or we are going to sell merchandise and things and make our money to get around the world because we have to
on adventure. So what was it you wanted to do now, Arika? What are you playing now, love?
I just want to give us a Rainbow Warrior song.
Okay. Alrighty. So are we gonna play that as our last thing?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So should we say our goodbyes now and then play it as we, or do you want to watch it and then how do you want to do it?
Yeah, we can just. Okay, so we're gonna finish up. No, because let me see. What am I gonna do? We're gonna share. We're gonna do that another time. We're gonna make. I think we're gonna have a music studio.
Okay.
Share music because it's gonna end up with music as well. So, Cherie, thank you so much for playing with me in all the fun ways that we already have played together in such a short time. Wow.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to more adventures in the future. Oh, thank you. Big 5-0.
Level.
You'll be here to celebrate with me when I'm 5'5". Okay?
But then what?
When I'm 5'5", when I'm 55, because it's a nice number.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a big celebration, and you're gonna be here.
Yes, and then when you say 5'5", I can just remember to promote that on the 5th this month, so the 5th of the 5th, I released an album that is made with the lyrics from Mary Costello that she is writing initiations. It's initiations. So her favorite number is 5. So I produced her this album with 5 numbers on the fifth, and you can find it on my YouTube channel. And it's a reset. It's a reset. She's Irish angel, and the cover of the album is also made with Veda Austin. Yeah, we have to promote each other here because there's crazy women out in this world.
Yeah.
Veda Austin is from New Zealand, and she is a water scientist, not like anyone else. And she can actually teach. Maybe I'm going to take that course so we can teach children how to put the images from their head into water. It's very kind of easy.
Oh, like water. Dr. Imamoto. Yeah, he did all his experiments in New Zealand. Wow. All right. Mad love. I'm doing my witchcraft again. I know. When you're the last Light Queen of Lyra, you get special gifts. This is my special gift. And action. All right.
I want to have a run safari.
Okay, run.
Oh, what run?
That was embarrassing when I did that. I don't know what we did. All right, my darling, you have a beautiful day.
Okay, thank you for helping me opening the table. This can go in so many directions, but we are talking about the 7 generations. I hope you're going to be back with us. New Earth University and books we are going to write and
adventures to be had. Much love. Ka kite.
The red earth for me.
All right. Aroha nui. Bye. Standing at the beginning of the human race, the rock and flame, the creation was in and on your face. You cannot see my face, you cannot know her name. Not in this language now, not in this space. You cannot touch the flame. The dream time told me how. Your victory will not come from keeping love in your being, for that is not enough. Your victory will come as we stand up and throw off chains and claim old Uluru, who's inside me and inside you too. And do not talk to me about luck when I've come here to break this curse. And I know that we can make things worse if we do not choose to stand up with her. And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? 'Cause I remember going to Uluru and beyond the stars, my sisters do too. They land on the ground and purify the earth. You can have it all, but you won't have me. And you can take it all, but you won't have her. And you can have it all if you're willing to let you. The truth will set you free. 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 You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You gotta find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. Gotta find your inner tribal voice. We'll be coming through in a minute now.
Standing at the beginning of the human race, the rock and flame, the creation was in and on your face. You cannot see my face, you cannot know her name. Not in this language now, not in this space. You cannot touch the flame. The dream time told me how. Your victory will not come from keeping love in your being, for that is not enough. Your victory will come as we stand up and throw off chains and claim old Uluru, who's inside me and inside you too. And do not talk to me about luck when I've come here to break this curse. And I know that we could make things worse if we do not choose to stand up with her. And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? And do I go for myself, or do I go to save the world? 'Cause I remember going to Uluru and beyond the stars, my sisters do too. They land on the ground and purify the earth. You can have it all, but you won't have me. And you can take it all, but you won't have her. And you can have it all if you're willing to let you. The truth will set you free. 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 You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You better find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. You gotta find your inner tribal voice, even as you live a 9-to-5 life. Gotta